वेलकम टू ड्रोनास ऑनलाइन क्लासेस। आप लोगों को तो पता ही है ना, हम लोगों ने मेडिएवल इंडियन हिस्ट्री के ऊपर सीरीज स्टार्ट किया है। तो उस सीरीज को ही हम लोग आके आके लेके चल रहे हैं। तो लास्ट दिन में जो हमने किया था, वी स्टार्टेड द खिलजी डायनेस्टी, ओके, एंड वी डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द Jalaluddin Khilji. So now, the last class I said that next day we will discuss about the Alauddin Khilji. So today we discussing about the great Khilji ruler, or the one of the most famous or one of the most capable sultan of the Delhi Sultanate. Who is he? He is the Alauddin Khilji. So Alauddin Khilji, what is the time period of the Alauddin Khilji? That is the 1296 to the 1316. So before the Alauddin Khilji, so who is the Sultan? That is the Jalaluddin Khilji. So before the Alauddin Khilji, there is the Jalaluddin Khilji. And what is the time period of Jalaluddin Khilji? That is the 1290 to the 1296 AD. So after the Jalaluddin Khilji, his wife, who is known as the Mallika-i-Jahan, ascended to the throne. His son, so what is the name of his son? That is the Rukunuddin Firoz. Okay, so after the Jalaluddin, who came to the throne? That is the Rukunuddin Firoz Shahu. Rukunuddin Firoz Shahu. Okay. And after withdrawing the power, or after defeating the Rukunuddin Firoz Shahu, the Alauddin, who is the Alauddin Khilji? So Alauddin Khilji is the nephew and the son-in-law of the Jalaluddin Khilji. This is a come to the throne. Alauddin Khilji. Okay, and what is the time period of Alauddin Khilji? That is the 1296 to the 1316 AD. And after the Alauddin Khilji, his son Shihabuddin Omar come to the power. And after Shihabuddin Omar, that is the Mubarak Shah Khilji. Okay, and after Mubarak Shah Khilji, that is the Khosrow Khan, okay, or Khosrow Shah. So this is the chronological order of the Khilji dynasty. So first of all, who is the founder of the Khilji dynasty? That is the Jalaluddin Khilji. After Jalaluddin, his soul come to the power, and what is the name of his son? That is the Rukunuddin Firoz Shahu, with the help of his mother. So what is the name of the Rukunuddin Firoz Shahu's mother name? That is the Mallika-i-Jahan, who is the one of the famous lady of the Sultanate period. So what is the name of the Rukunuddin Firoz Shahu's mother? That is the Mallika-i-Jahan. Okay, and he is a very dominant woman, okay, and he is a very much strong and powerful woman, and he indirectly controlling the power of Sultanate, and with the help of her, Rukunuddin Shahu ascended to the throne. And after defeating Rukunuddin Firoz Shahu, Alauddin Khilji, who is the nephew come son-in-law, okay, son-in-law of Jalaluddin Khilji come to the power in 1296. And after Alauddin Khilji, his son, that is the Shihabuddin Omar, come to the power. And after Shihabuddin Omar, that is the Mubarak Shah Khilji. Shihabuddin Omar ruled for 1 or 2 months, or the 6 months, the most 6 months. And after the Shihabuddin Omar, the Mubarak Shah Khilji come to the power. And after the Mubarak Shah Khilji, the Khosrow Khan come to the power. So this is the mention, it is the very important to mention that Khosrow Khan is not a Khilji, okay. He was a Hindu slave of Mubarak Shah Khilji, and later he adopted the Islam, okay, and converted to the Muslim. So this is the short history of the Khilji dynasty, and now we discussing about the Alauddin Khilji. So what is the actual name or the original name of the Alauddin Khilji? That is the Ali Gurshab. So many of time this kind of the question came into the exams. That is, what is the real name of the Alauddin Khilji or the Ali Gurshab? Who is Delhi Sultan? The question is like, which Delhi Sultan known as Ali Gurshab, Okay, who is Delhi Sultan known as the Ali Gurshap? Okay, then your answer is the Alauddin Khilji. So this question is come in the exam for the several times. The who is known as the Ali Gurshaps, or the who is Delhi Sultan known as the Ali Gurshap, and what is the, and question is come also like that, that the who is Alauddin Khilji's real name is, then you have the four options, and if you have the option the Ali Gurshap, then you know answer is the Ali Gurshap. You have the four options, and among the four you have the, your right answer is Ali Gurshap. So learn it very carefully, because this is a very important question. So what is the real name of Alauddin Khilji? After that ascended to the throne, he adopted the title Alauddin Khilji. Okay, so when, what is the birth date or the date of birth of the Alauddin Khilji? That is a 1266 AD. And where Shisha? So where is the Shisha? Shisha is located in Haryana. Okay, and 1266 another important incident happened in the Delhi Sultanate. What is this? That is in 1266 AD, Balban ascended to the throne. Okay. So in this year, the 1266, the date of birth of Alauddin Khilji in 1266, and similarly in this year, the Balban is ascended to the throne. So coronation, where his coronation occurred. So his coronation occurred on the 3rd October 1296. Okay, where is a Daulat Khase Julus. Okay, this is a palace. That is the, what is the name of the palace? That is the Daulat Khase Julus. Okay, so Daulat Khase Julus in the palace where the coronations of the Alauddin Khilji took place, and in which year his coronation happened. His coronation created his coronation done. So in the 3rd October 1296 AD, it is the date of his coronation. So we know that the when he murdered his uncle, the father-in-law, in our last class I would discuss. Okay, I had already discussed about it, that he murdered his uncle comes father-in-law Jalaluddin Khilji in Kara. Okay, at Kara or Dipalpur. So then he come to the Delhi and captured the Delhi, and in Kara when he in Kara he also declared himself as a sultan, and when he come in the Delhi in 1296 3rd October, he finally the official coronation of the Alauddin Khilji was done. Okay. So what is the title of the Alauddin Khilji? The second Sikandar. Okay, the second Sikandar. Next, the Samudragupta of the Sultanate. Samudragupta of Sultanate. And next is the Yamin ul Khilafat, Nasir Amir ul Momin. So why he known as the second Sikandar? Because his achievements or his dreams was like the Sikandar or the Alauddin Khilji. His desires is almost like the Sikandar. Sikandar, who is the known as the Sikandar in our Indian history? That is the Alexander. So what is the dream of the Alexander? That is wanted to establish his vast territory all over the world, and similar ambitions the Alauddin Khilji had. Okay, for that reason he declared himself as the second Sikandar or Sikandar Shahi. Okay, for that reason so we called him as a second Sikandar. Understand? Next is the Samudragupta of Sultanate. So why he called the Samudragupta of Sultanate? So this part I discuss in our next class, because we have a detailed information or detailed class on why he called the Samudragupta or the Sultanate. So who called him the Samudragupta Sultanate? That is the Stanley Lenpule. Okay, Lenpul or Lenpule. So Stanley Lenpule said him or described him or called him the Samudragupta of the Sultanate. And next his title he take after he ascended to the throne, he took the title Amin ul Khilafat. Okay, Amin ul Khilafat, this Nasir Amin ul Momin, that is the right hand of Khalifa. Right hand of the Khalifa. Next one.
So who is the Alauddin Khilji? So Alauddin Khilji was the Jalauddin Khilji's ambitious nephew, and the son-in-law. Okay. In one hand, he was the nephew of the Alauddin Khilji, and the other hand, he was also the son-in-law of Jalaluddin Khilji. So with his uncle, that's uncle means Jalaluddin Khilji, and his father Shihabuddin. What is the name of his father? That is the Shihabuddin, okay, which is father he served Balban for the several years. Served Balban for the several years, and he also helped his uncle. In his struggle for power. Okay, what kind of the struggle? That is the to capture the throne of Delhi. And when his uncle succeeded to capture the throne of Delhi Sultanate, then he appointed the Alauddin Khilji as the Amiri Tujuk. So what is the meaning of Amiri Tujuk? The Amiri Tujuk means is the master of ceremonies. Okay, during the Delhi Sultanate, we know there is the several different officials or in that several department. So one of them is the Amiri Tujuk or Amiri Tujuki. So who is the Amiri Tujuk? So Amiri Tujuk, that means who is the master of ceremonies, who looked after the matter of ceremonies. So this post is held by the Alauddin Khilji in his previous lives, and who gave him the post? His uncle Jalaluddin Khilji gave him the post. For why? Because he helped his uncle in his struggle for power. Next, again, he had gained another success. He had suppressed the rebellion of Malik Chajju. So who is the Malik Chajju? So Malik Chajju was the Subedar of the Kara and Dipalpur. In our last classes, I had already discussed about the Malik Chajju rebellion. So the Malik Chajju, he have suppressed the rebellion of the Malik Chajju, and for that reason, his uncle very happy to his to his strength or to his success, and gave him the post of Subedar of Kara. Okay, post him the Subedar post of Kara. So first of all, his first job under the Sultanate or in the Sultanate is Amiri Tujuk. That means the master is ceremonies. And next, when he suppressed the rebellion of Malik Chajju, he again received the Subedar post of Kara. Now his post is, he had some kind of the increments. Okay, before the Subedar, he was the Amiri Tujuk, and after Amiri Tujuk, he got promotions and he became the Subedar of Kara. So according to Baruni, he was illiterate person. So Alauddin Khilji also declared that he from his very childhood he always engaged in the war and familiar problems. Okay, familiar problems. For that reason, he never took up conventional education or conventional education. For that reason, Baruni described that the Alauddin Khilji is an illiterate person. So like that, when we discuss about the Mughal period, there was also an illiterate sultans, illiterate Mughal emperor. Who is the illiterate Mughal emperor? That is the Akbar. Like the Alauddin Khilji, Akbar is also struggled in his childhood lives, and he did not have any kind of the times to take the educations. Okay, for that reason, Akbar is also illiterate. In his Sultanate period, the Alauddin Khilji is the illiterate sultan because his childhood life is totally disturbed. But the other historians like the Firista, Isami, okay, describe that he is not an illiterate person. And according to the other sources, that his family life was not happy, and since his childhood he had been controlling by his aunt. Aunt means the Jalaluddin Khilji's wife and his mother-in-law Malika-e-Jahan. So Malika-e-Jahan is the Malika-e-Jahan was a wife of the Jalaluddin Khilji, and he was one of the dominant women. Okay, and he controlled indirectly control or interfere in all matters of in all administrative matters. Okay, after the death of the Jalaluddin Khilji, he also declares his son Rukunuddin Firuz Shah as the Sultan of the Delhi. But Alauddin Khilji come to the Delhi and overthrow the power of Malika-e-Jahan and his son Rukunuddin. So after the death of Jalaluddin, Malika-e-Jahan nominated his elder son. What is the name of that? Is the Rukunuddin Firuz as the new Sultan of the Delhi. But Alauddin Khilji murdered the elder son of Jalaluddin and declared himself as the new Sultan of the Delhi. So, and later what he happened, he to secure his throne, or to secure that he to secure or to dominate his competitor, he tried to murder the other descendant of the former sultan. But why? Or why? Because he did not want any competitor of his throne, and also don't know that any threat to them, don't want to free, and don't want to that he don't want that anyone can be competitor, anyone became the competitor to his throne. Okay, for that reason he tried to murder the other descendant of former sultan, because he did not want any competitor to the throne. But here the Jalaluddin so he had also tried to murder other descendant of the former sultan, because he did not want to any competitor to the throne. So this is the early history of the Jalaluddin Khilji, how he started his life. So he started his life under his uncle and the Jalaluddin Khilji. With his father he served the Balban also for the several years, but when his uncle tried to capture the sultanate, the power of sultanate, then he helped his uncle, and when his uncle succeeded to control the power of the Delhi Sultanate, then his uncle given him the post of Malik-i-Tazuk. So what is the post of Malik-i-Tazuk? That is the master of ceremony. And after he also crushed the rebellion, or also crushed the movement of Malik Chajju, who is the one of the most important noble, or one of the most important subedar, one of the most strongest, one of the most strong subedar of the Kara. And after suppressing the power of Malik Chajju, the Jalaluddin Khilji given him the post of the subedar. Okay, and when he became the subedar, he led the expedition against the Devgiri Bilsha. Okay, and when he come to the Devgiri, looted a large amount of the wealth, and when the Jalaluddin Khilji said to him that he had to give in a large portions from the looted wealth, then he invited the Jalaluddin Khilji to his place, where that is the Kara. When Jalaluddin Khilji with his army and the soldiers reached to the Kara, he murdered his uncles, and when he murdered his uncle, he declared himself as a sultan in the Kara. And after that, sometime he come the Delhi from the Kara and dethroned the son of the Jalaluddin Khilji. What is the name of his son? That is the Rukunuddin Firoz Shah. Rukunuddin Firoz. And after dethroning the Rukunuddin Firoz, he was the new sultan of the Delhi Sultanate, and he also wanted to murder the other descendant or the family members of the sultan, because he did not want any competitor of the throne. So this is the early history of the Alauddin Khilji, how he developed his power, how he flourished his power and became from a Malik-i-Tazuk to the sultan. His journey is described in that past para. Oh, so now you look up to the matters that so आप लोगों को पता ही है ये जो फूड इंस्पेक्टर का जो अभी जो निकला है ना, फूड इंस्पेक्टर का अभी क्या निकला है, अभी एडवर्टाइजमेंट निकला है पूरा, तो अभी फॉर्म फिलअप कुछ देर में स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के अंडर में ये बहुत बड़ा एक अनाउंसमेंट है, और इसमें बहुत सारे पोस्ट भी है। तो आप लोग जो आप जॉब को सिक्योर करना चाहते हैं, तो अगर अच्छे से पढ़ना चाहते हैं फूड इंस्पेक्टर के लिए, तो आप हमारे क्लासेस को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। तो ये एक ऑनलाइन बैच है, ठीक है, और आप इस नंबर पे कॉल कर सकते हैं। यहाँ पर आपको लाइव और रिकॉर्डेड दोनों टाइप के क्लास मिल जाएंगे। अगर आप लोग को इस क्लास से रिलेटेड कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा जानकारी चाहिए, तो आप लोग इस नंबर पे कॉल कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। और एक हम लोगों ने टेस्ट सीरीज चालू किया है जो फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है। आप लोगों को सिर्फ ये जो द्रोनास वाला जो ऐप आप लोग को दिख रहा है इधर, द द्रोनास ऑनलाइन गवर्नमेंट जॉब, तो ये ऐप आप लोगों को डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा। कोड क्या यूज करना पड़ेगा? फ्री एसएससी कोड आप लोगों को यूज करना पड़ेगा। तो फिर उसके बाद आप लोगों को एसएससी टेस्ट सीरीज का मॉक सीरीज मिल जाएंगे आप लोग को, जो आप फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट वन, अभी हमारे जो ओवरऑल जो एडमिशन्स है WBPSC का, WBP का, ओके, SSC CGL का और बैंक का सब कुछ लेकिन चालू हो गया है, ठीक है, स्टार्ट हो गया है सारा एडमिशन। अगर आपको WBCS के लिए पढ़ना है, अगर WBP के लिए, SSC CGL के लिए और बैंक के लिए, कोई भी अगर आपको फील्ड में जाना है, अच्छे से पढ़ना है और जॉब एश्योर करना है, तो हम हमारे इंस्टीट्यूशन में एडमिशन चालू हो गए हैं। अगर एडमिशन के रिलेटेड आप लोगों को कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो आप लोग इस नंबर पे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। So, after ascending to the throne, what did the Alauddin Khilji do? So, at first he gave the special title to his loyal slaves who helped him to capture the throne. So, he have a group of very intelligent generals who helped the Alauddin in each and every step of his life, okay, or in each and every struggle of his life. So, when he ascending to the throne, and first of all, what he do? So, first of all, he give to the special title to his slave who help him to capture the throne. So, what is the title and what is the name of the, what were the name of his soldiers, the generals? First of all, he had given the title Ulugh Khan to the Almas Beg. So, Almas is a brother come general, okay. So he given the Alauddin, he given to the Almas Beg the title of Ulugh Khan. Next, given the Nasrat Jalsari the title of Nasrat Khan. Okay, Nasrat Jalsari also helped him in the expedition when he led the expedition of Devgiri, and he given the Jafar Khan title to the Malik Yusuf and the Alf Khan to the Sanjay. So these are the very important questions. The titles you both or all are you carefully learn the title of the generals and their chronological order. And so Almas Beg, at first we write the Almas Beg. So what is the title of Almas Beg? That is the Ulugh Khan. ठीक है, Ulugh Khan. Nasrat Khan. Nasrat Khan is the title of Nasrat Jalsari. Nasrat Jalsari. Almas Beg title is the Ulugh Khan. Nasrat Khan title the Nasrat Jalsari. Then the Yusuf Mali Zafar Khan. Zafar Khan is the title of the Malik Yusuf. ठीक है, and Alaf Khan title is given by the Alauddin Khilji is Sanjar. So he given Sanjar the title of the Alaf Khan. So this is the four Khan of the Alauddin Khilji, and they popularly known as the four Khan. So this question is very common for your upcoming examinations, who are known as the four Khan. So Almas Beg known as the Ulugh Khan, Nasrat Jalsari known as the Nasrat Khan, Malik Yusuf known as the Zafar Khan, and Alaf Khan, Sanjar Khan is known as the Alaf Khan. So again I repeating, that is the Almas Beg is known as Ulugh Khan, Nasrat Jalsari known as Nasrat Khan, Malik Yusuf known as Jafar Khan, and Sanjar as the Alaf Khan. Okay, so the Jafar Khan is among the four, the one of the most powerful and capable general is the Jafar Khan. Okay, and so Jafar Khan is known as the Rustam of age. Okay, and the previous Turks officials, and he never transferred the previous Turkey officials from their posts. He continues the Turks officials their services under the Alauddin Khilji. Next one. So Jalaluddin Khilji adopted the policy of the tolerance. तो जलालुद्दीन खिलजी ने टॉलरेंस की पॉलिसी को एडॉप्ट किया था, लेकिन अलाउद्दीन खिलजी ने उसको टोटली क्या कर दिया था, घुमा दिया था, उसको रिवर्स कर दिया था. उसने बोला who awarded the drastic punishment to all those who dared to oppose him. So his policy almost like to the Balban who believed on the drastic punishments, not in the policy on the tolerance. But Alauddin Khilji believed on the policy of the tolerance. But Alauddin Khilji, like the Balban, never believed on that kind of the policies. He believed who awarded the drastic punishments to those who dared to oppose him. Okay. He decided to revive the Balman's policies of ruthless governance. Okay, and during his previous of his reign, he faced the several movements and he suppressed this movement by his excellency. So when we see the reign of Balban, see the reign of Iltutmish, we also see, or the Jalaluddin, that there are several rebellions or several movements they had faced. So like the Iltutmish, Balban, the Alauddin Khilji is also a capable ruler, and with his excellency he controlled the all internal and external problem. So what kind of the problem he faced during his reign, now we discussed.
So तो देखो हमारे नेपाली बैच भी स्टार्ट हो गए हैं। जो लोग नेपाली वर्जन से अपने एग्जाम्स के लिए प्रिपेयर होना चाहते हैं, सो दे शुड ज्वाइन द नेपाली बैच. Sorry, those who wanted to clear their exams on the Nepali version, or those who wanted to join the Nepali version classes. तो जो लोगों को लगता है कि आप लोग नेपाली वर्जन में क्लास करना चाहते हैं, ठीक है, और नेपाली वर्जन में एग्जाम देना चाहते हैं, तो हमारे WB का जो है ना, WBP वेस्ट बंगाल पुलिस का ऑनलाइन पोर्टल भी एक चालू हुआ है. इसमें आप लोग कांस्टेबल, लेडी कांस्टेबल, सब इंस्पेक्टर और एक्साइज के जो क्लासेस है वो आप लोग ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. ये सारे क्लासेस आपको लाइव क्लासेस मिल जाएंगे, उसमें रिकॉर्डेड क्लासेस भी है, प्रैक्टिस क्लासेस है, PDF नोट्स भी आप लोगों को मिल जाएंगे और मॉक टेस्ट भी अवेलेबल है. ठीक है, तो जो लोग आप नेपाली वर्जन्स में क्लास करना चाहते हैं तो इस क्लास को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, और जिसका प्राइस सिर्फ है 1499, 1499 ओनली, और कोई हिडन चार्जेस नहीं है. और इसके लिए आप लोगों को कहाँ जाना पड़ेगा, EDUPOINT ऐप डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा, उसके थ्रू आप लोगों को जाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, सो कौन से रिविलियंस हुआ था ड्यूरिंग द पीरियड ऑफ अलाउद्दीन खिलजी, सो हम अभी डिस्कस करेंगे. तो पहले जो हुआ था, किसने किया था, द फर्स्ट मूवमेंट अगेंस्ट हिम स्टार्टेड बाय whom, started by the new Muslims. So who are the new Muslims? We know the one of the descendant of the Genghis Khan came to the during the reign of Jalaluddin Khilji. Under his 4,000 Mongols accepted the Islam, and they known as the new Muslims, and the settled towns nearby the areas of the Delhi. So they are known as the new Muslims, and they revolted against the Alauddin Khilji in the year of the 1299. And what is the cause behind their revolt? Because they demanded their share of looted wealth of Gujarat from him. So when Jalaluddin Khilji led expeditions through the Gujarat and looted a large amount of wealth, then they demanded their share from the Alauddin Khilji and started a strong resistance against the Alauddin Khilji. So then one of the capable general of Alauddin Khilji, that's Nasrat Khan. So what is the actual name of Nasrat Khan? We had already discussed that Nasrat Jalsari. So he suppressed the movement and slaughtered the new Muslims with their children and spouses.
So not only they kill the men of the new Muslims, they also kill their children and spouses. And according to the Barni, this was the first time in Delhi Sultanate that the women and the children were punished by the Sultan. So this was the first rebellion during the Alauddin Khilji. And who revolted against him firstly? That are the new Muslims. Next one. The next revolt against the Alauddin Khilji was started by the Akat Kha. So who is the Akat Kha? So Akat Kha is the cousin of Alauddin Khilji. So, okay, she was the nephew of the Alauddin Khilji. And when he revolted against the Alauddin Khilji, 1301. So means you read the revolts in a chronological order. First of all, 1299 by new Muslims, and second one, that is the 1301 by Akat Kha, son, nephew of Alauddin Khilji. Or 1301. Okay. So when he started revolt, so during what he did, during the expedition of Ranthambore of Alauddin Khilji, he attacked on the hymns, and mistakenly he thought that the Sultan was dead, and in that kind of situation he declared himself as a Sultan and marched towards the Delhi. And when he wanted to enter to the harem of the Sultan, then one of the capable official of the Alauddin named the Manik Dinar killed him. Okay. And third revolt against him, the created by to his nephew. The one is the Umar. Umar is the Iqtidar of Badayu, and next is the Mungu Kha. Mungu Kha is the Iqtidar of Awadh. And Alauddin easily crushed the revolt with his capable generals. So first revolt is created, a revolt is organized. First revolt is against the Alauddin Khilji was started by the new Muslims in the year of 1299. Second by the Akat Kha, who wanted to kill the Sultan, or he had attacked on the Sultan and mistakenly thought that Sultan was died and declared himself as a Sultan. But one of the very capable official of of Alauddin Khilji killed him while he forcefully entering in the harem. And third revolt against him created by his nephew Omar. Omar is the Iqtidar of Badayu, and Mungu, that is the Iqtidar of Awadh. And again Alauddin Khilji crushed the revolt with his capable soldier. And the last and fourth one declared by the Haji Mola. Okay, so there is a two Mola. One of these is Sidi Mola. Sidi Mola revolt against during the period of Jalaluddin Khilji, and Haji Mola revolted during the period of Alauddin Khilji. So this question is very important. So where during the reign of the Jalaluddin Khilji, who revolted, and or Alauddin Khilji executed only one rebellions. Okay, what is the name of that rebellions? So that is the Sidi Mola. So he only executed the Sidi Mola among other rebellions who revolted against him. He never executed them. He adopted the policy of tolerance and forgive everyone except the Sidi Mola. And Haji Mola revolted against the period of Alauddin Khilji. Why he revolted against the Alauddin Khilji? Because he wanted to make the Sultan one of the descendant of the Iltutmish. Okay, so what is the name of this descendant? That is the Shah Jahan. Okay, but Alauddin Khilji executed both of them. तो ये जो है ये जो है ये ना बंगाली वर्जन के क्लास के लिए है। तो जो लोग आप लोग WBP के जो सारे जो पोस्ट्स है, चाहे कांस्टेबल हो, लेडी कांस्टेबल हो, सब इंस्पेक्टर हो, एक्सरसाइज हो, सारे डिपार्टमेंट, ये सारे डिपार्टमेंट में बंगाली वर्जन में पढ़ना चाहते हैं, क्लासेस करना चाहते हैं, एग्जाम देना चाहते हैं, तो ये आप लोगों को अवेलेबल है। कौन से ऐप में? देखो एडुपॉइंट ऐप को आप लोग को डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। वहाँ पर आपको ये सारे कोर्सेज अवेलेबल है, जहाँ आपको लाइव क्लासेस मिल जाएंगे, रिकॉर्डेड क्लासेस भी मिल जाएंगे, प्रैक्टिस क्लासेस आपको मिलेंगे, हर ईयर के क्वेश्चन आपको प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए मिलेगा, पीडीएफ नोट्स मिलेगा सब्जेक्ट रिलेटेड, और मॉक टेस्ट भी आप दे सकते हैं, और सिर्फ 899 रुपीज़ के आपका सब्सक्रिप्शन फी होगा। इतने सारे रिविलियन और इतने सारे मूवमेंट अलाउद्दीन के पीरियड में हो गया था, तो उनको अब जरूरी था जे कैसे करके ये सारा को कंट्रोल करे, ठीक है। ये जो रिविलियन है, इंटरनल भी कुछ रिविलियन चल रहा था, कंस्पिरेसी चल रहा था, एक्सटर्नल भी चल रहा था, तो उनको लगा अभी टाइम है, ये जो सारे रिविलियन है, बोथ द इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल प्रॉब्लम्स, ही शुड resolve them with to adopting the harsh measurements, okay, to harsh measurements, or to restore, to control this rebellion and to restore the law or order. He had passed the 4 famous ordinance, and by such ordinance he controlled the rebellions, or he controlled the conspiracy against him in internal conspiracy and also the external conspiracy. So what is the 4 ordinance? First of all, he confiscated the property of nobles, okay, and then he introduced the new taxes. What kind of taxes? That is, the first of all is charai. Charai means the tax on animal grazings, and ghari and kadi, that means this is a how tax. तो सबसे पहले उसने क्या किया, नोबेल के पास जितने भी प्रॉपर्टी था, जैसे स्टेट के थ्रू उसको मिला था, उसको सारा प्रॉपर्टी उसने जब्त कर लिया, ठीक है, सारा प्रॉपर्टी उसने जब्त कर लिया, और उसके ऊपर उसने बहुत से नए नए टैक्सेस को लगाए, जिनमें से बहुत ही फेमस है चराई टैक्स। कौन सा टैक्स? चराई टैक्स, जिसको क्या बोलते थे, एनिमल ग्रेजिंग। ये एनिमल ग्रेजिंग के ऊपर लगाया गया। उसके बाद उसने घड़ी और कड़ी टैक्सेस लगाया। कौन सा? घड़ी एंड द कड़ी, एंड बोथ आर द हाउस टैक्सेस, ये हाउस टैक्सेस है। इसके बाद उसने अपने इंटेलिजेंस सिस्टम को रीऑर्गेनाइज किया। द इंटेलिजेंस सिस्टम वाज रीऑर्गेनाइज्ड एंड द सीक्रेट एक्टिविटीज, और कौन सा नोबेल, कौन सा ऑफिशियल क्या कर रहा है, किस टाइम कहाँ जा रहा है, किससे मिल रहा है, किससे बातचीत कर रहा है, इस सब को देखने के लिए, सबके सुपरविजन के लिए उसने लेकिन स्पाइस को लगाया काम में, ठीक है। तो सीक्रेट एक्टिविटीज ऑफ द नोबेल वर इमीडिएटली रिपोर्टेड टू द सुल्तान। अगर स्पाइस लोग देते थे जो नोबेल्स, और अगर कोई भी ऑफिशियल कोई सीक्रेट कुछ कर रहे हैं, कुछ भी कर रहे हैं सीक्रेटली, तो तभी वो क्या करते थे, सुल्तान को आके इन्फॉर्म करते थे। तो उन्होंने क्या किया, ही अपॉइंटेड द बारिद। तो हु इज द बारिद? द हेड ऑफ स्पाइस is known as barid, and munhiyas, the spies are known as munhiyas. Spies are known as munhiyas, and the head of the spies is known as barid. So he also reorganized his intelligence systems, and the activities of nobles and the soldiers always follow up by his spies, and the spies always informed him about the all activities of nobles, officials and his family members, and for that reason he appointed the barid. So who are the barid? That the head of the spies, and the munhiyas, the spies, okay. And he also banned the use of the liquor and intoxicants, okay. And like the Bourbon, he also gave up the habit of drinking, and all social gatherings and the festives without the permission of Sultan were forbidden. If the nobles or the officials want to organize a social gathering or a festivities, then they should take the permissions from the Sultan, or they organizing any kind of the programs. First of all, they check in the permissions from the Sultan, then they organized any kinds of the festivities or the ceremonies. And not only that, the all marital relations should be fixed by the sultans. The noble son and daughters married to whom, or what kind of the relations they, what kind of the marital relation they should fixed with the other nobles. All the marital matters of the nobles and the officials and these family members should be fixed by the Sultan. And according to the Firista, the noble had to give in the written application to Sultan before organizing any kind of the social gathering. तो कुछ भी तरह का social gathering करने से पहले सुल्तान को written एक application लिखना पड़ता है. किसने कहा ये कहा है फिरिस्ता ने. Firista is the one of the famous historian of medieval Indian history. And what is the name of his book? That is the Tariki Firista. Okay, next one. So his brief step, okay, this brief step, what step that he introduces the 4 ordinances. First of all, he confiscated the all property of nobles, and they also introduced the 2 type of the taxes, that is the chadai, that means the taxes on animal grazing, ghari, and the kadi. Next, he prohibited the uses of or he drinking of liquor and the intoxicants. Okay. He prohibited the use of liquor and intoxicants, also gave up the habit of the drinking. Okay, and he organized his excellency system, intelligence systems, and he always appointed the spies. Okay, always appointed the spies against his nobles or officials, who always gave him the information what his nobles or official did their everyday lives, and he appointed the barid and munias for these works. Third one, he prohibited all kind of the social gathering and festivities. If any noble official or his family member wanted to arrange any kind of the ceremony or the social gathering, so first of all they should take the permission from the sultans, and all the marital matters of the nobles should be fixed by the sultan. So this is the 4 famous ordinance of the Alauddin Khilji, and by these ordinances he wanted to control the conspiracy against him, both in the internal or conspiracies and the external conspiracies. So this step of Alauddin Khilji is briefly mentioned by Barani as he wrote in his book Tariki-Firoz-Shahi. What he wrote, that Alauddin convinced that the general prosperity of the nobles, intermarriages between the noble families, insufficient spice system, and drinking liquor were the basic reason for the rebellions. So according to the Alauddin Khilji, these 4 are the main reason of the rebellion. First of all is the general prosperity of the nobles, because the nobles have the large amount of the wealth, this property or this kind of the wealth they received from the state in the form of the lands, in the form of the pensions, in the form of the salary. Okay, so first of all he confiscated the total property of the nobles. Now the nobles don't have any kind of the property or don't have the money. Okay, if a man is become very powerful, man become very rich, he have the so much powerful, see, become very powerful. Okay, and with the use of the money, by to show his monetary power, he can do anything. And for that reason, first of all he captured the property of the nobles. Second, the intermarriages of nobles families. So the one noble family and there is another noble family, so they should make the marital relations between them. So this kind of the marital relations became strong the noble families, because now they are relatives, and for that reasons, why if one noble suffered from problems, the another noble family come to support them. For that reason, he abolished the system, or all marital systems he should be fixed by the sultan. And insufficient spice system, तो spice system अगर strong नहीं होगा तो कोई भी कुछ भी करेगा. अगर सबको पता होगा जे spice system बहुत ही मजबूत है, तो कोई भी secretly कुछ करने से आगे 10 बार सोचेगा. जे अगर spice system को पता चल गया, अगर spice को पता चल गया, बारिश को पता चल गया, तो मेरा क्या होगा. तो इस तरह का डर इंसान में होना चाहिए. एंड ड्रिंकिंग लिकर, जब भी इंसान ड्रिंक करता है, ड्रिंकिंग करता है, लिकर का कंजम्पशन करता है, तभी भी वो गलत डिसीजंस लेने में मजबूर होता है. कितने बार बहुत सारे सुल्तान आप लोगों ने देखा है, कायकोबाद जो एक्सेसिव ड्रिंक करता था, तो उसने सारे रॉन्ग डिसीजंस लिए, जिसकी वजह से उसका जो डायनेस्टी था कुछ ही दिन बाद ही दूसरे के हाथ में चला गया था। तो ये सब देख के अलाउद्दीन ने बोला ड्रिंकिंग लिकर उसने नोबेल्स में भी बैन किया और एज यूजुअल उसने भी गिव अप किया। तो ये जो 4 रीजन है रेविलियन के, जैसे किसी भी नोबेल के पास अगर जितना पैसा होगा उसके पास उतना ही पावर होगा, तो इसलिए उसने नोबेल का सारा प्रॉपर्टी ले लिया। दूसरा, इंटर मैरिजेस रिलेशन, अगर एक नोबेल के साथ एक फैमिली के संग अरेक फैमिली का रिश्ता जुड़ जाएगा तो एक अगर प्रॉब्लम में होगा तो बाकी भी उसके सपोर्ट में आ जाएगा। तो इसीलिए उन्होंने क्या किया, किसी भी नोबेल के फैमिली में किसके संग किसका शादी होगा तो ये सारा उन्होंने ही डिसाइड करना स्टार्ट किया था। और इनसफिशिएंट स्पाई सिस्टम, अगर स्पाई सिस्टम ठीक नहीं होगा तो मन में किसी का भी डर नहीं रहेगा, जो जिसका मन में जो आएगा वही करेगा। और ड्रिंकिंग लिकर, तो ड्रिंकिंग लिकर जो एज कंजम्पशन ऑफ लिकर जो है ना, इंसान को मजबूत नहीं रहने देता, इंसान को खोखला बना देता है, चाहे वो सुल्तान हो चाहे सुल्तान के अधिकारी हो। क्योंकि ड्रिंकिंग लिकर को ड्रिंक करने के बाद किसी के कोई भी कुछ भी कहीं पर बोल सकता है, कुछ भी सीक्रेट चीज, तो उन्होंने इसको बैन कर दिया। और ड्रिंकिंग करने जब भी बैठते थे नोबेल लोग या फैमिली मेंबर लोग गैदरिंग करके बैठते थे तो एक सोशल गैदरिंग होता था जिसमें हर तरह की चीजों को डिस्कशन होता था और उसमें कुछ कुछ सुल्तान के अगेंस्ट भी बातें भी डिस्कशन होती, जिसके सबके मन में सुल्तान के अगेंस्ट बातें चलती थी और वो फैलती थी इंसानों में, बाकी इंसान में। तो इसी वजह से वो जैसे सोशल गैदरिंग नहीं हो तो ड्रिंकिंग लिकर को उन्होंने पूरा बैन कर दिया, कंजप्शन ऑफ लिकर। उसी नोबेल्स में नहीं बैन किया, उन्होंने खुद भी लेना बंद कर दिया था। सो दिस इज द बेसिक रिविलियन, इसी ने उन्होंने 4 ऑर्डिनेंस जारी किया था। ठीक है, तो आज ये क्लास में हम इतना ही पढ़ेंगे। नेक्स्ट हम लोग पढ़ेंगे द अलाउद्दीन खिलजी को बाहर कौन सा देखना पड़ा था। ठीक है, ये तो हो गए उसके एक्सटर्नल, उसके साम्राज्य, उसके एम्पायर का भीतरी प्रॉब्लम। जितना भी रिविलियन हुआ वो उसके एम्पायर के अंदर ही हुआ था। तो इसके बाद में जो हम क्लास करेंगे वो बाहर से कौन सा थ्रेट आया उसके एम्पायर के खिलाफ, एम्पायर के लिए बाहर से कौन सा थ्रेट आया, उस टॉपिक में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे। थैंक यू।